Imagine receiving a package in the mail. It looks ordinary, just a plain box wrapped in brown paper. But inside lies a deadly secret. A bomb, meticulously crafted to explode the moment you open it. This was the terrifying reality for the victims of one of America's most elusive criminals. A man who waged a 17-year war against society, leaving a trail of fear and destruction in his wake. This is the story of the Unabomber. Ted Kaczynski, known to the world as the Unabomber, was no ordinary criminal. He was a Harvard-educated mathematician, a former professor, and a recluse who lived in a tiny off-the-grid cabin in the Montana wilderness. But beneath his unassuming exterior lay a deeply disturbed mind, one that would eventually unleash a wave of terror across the United States. Born in 1942 in Chicago, Ted Kaczynski was a child prodigy. By the age of 16, he was accepted into Harvard University, where he studied mathematics. His brilliance was undeniable, but so was his growing disillusionment with modern society. After earning his Ph.D. and briefly teaching at the University of California, Berkeley, Kaczynski abruptly left academia in 1969. He retreated to a remote cabin in Lincoln, Montana, where he lived without electricity or running water, surviving off the land and plotting his war against industrialization. Between 1978 and 1995, Kaczynski sent 16 bombs to universities, airlines, and individuals, killing 3 people and injuring 23 others. His first bomb, mailed to Northwestern University in 1978, injured a security officer. Over the next 2 decades, his targets expanded to include computer stores, airlines, and even a lumber industry lobbyist. Each bomb was a masterpiece of destruction, handcrafted with painstaking precision, designed to evade detection and inflict maximum damage. The FBI launched one of the most extensive manhunts in history, codenamed Unabomber, short for University and Airline Bomber. But Kaczynski was always one step ahead. He left no fingerprints, no DNA, and no clear pattern to his attacks. The only clues were the bombs themselves, each one meticulously crafted from scrap wood, metal, and wires. The FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit profiled the Unabomber as a highly intelligent, socially isolated individual with a grudge against technology and modern society. Then, in 1995, the Unabomber made a bold move. He sent a 35,000-word manifesto titled Industrial Society and Its Future to the New York Times and the Washington Post, demanding its publication. In it, he outlined his anti-technology philosophy, warning of a dystopian future ruled by machines. He claimed he would stop the bombings if his manifesto was published. After much debate, the FBI agreed, hoping someone would recognize his writing style. And that's exactly what happened. David Kaczynski, Ted's younger brother, recognized the writing. He was torn. Should he turn in his own brother? After weeks of agonizing deliberation, David contacted the FBI. He provided them with letters Ted had written, which matched the manifesto's unique phrasing and ideas. This breakthrough led investigators to Kaczynski's remote cabin in Montana. On April 3, 1996, the FBI descended on Kaczynski's cabin. Inside, they found a treasure trove of evidence: bomb components, journals, and the original typewriter used to write the manifesto. They also discovered a live bomb ready to be mailed. After one of the longest and most expensive manhunts in FBI history, Ted Kaczynski was finally arrested. Kaczynski's trial was a media sensation. Diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, he initially tried to use his mental health as a defense, but in the end he pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. On June 10, 2023, after refusing treatment for a cancer diagnosis, Kaczynski hung himself in his cell. Today, Ted Kaczynski remains one of the most enigmatic figures in criminal history. Was he a madman, a genius, or a misguided revolutionary? His story forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about the price of progress and the limits of human freedom. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of the Unabomber's legacy is the way his ideas continue to resonate. In an age of artificial intelligence, climate change, and rapid technological advancement, his warnings about the dangers of unchecked progress feel eerily prescient. Was he a monster or a prophet? You decide. Thanks for watching the Suspense Vault. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mind of the Unabomber, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more chilling tales from the shadows of history. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.